Mother Goose Nursery Rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. And the dish ran away with the spoon. And now we're going to read a story called Jimmy Zangwow's Out of This World Moon Pie Adventure. Written and illustrated by Tony DiTerlizzi. So he wrote the story and he drew these amazing pictures. Do you know what a moon pie is? Here's a picture of a moon pie. It's a dessert. It's kind of like a cake, but it's in a package. What would you do for your favorite snack? What is your favorite snack? Ooh, yummy. That sounds good. My favorite snack is... What is my favorite snack? I like granola bars. Yum. All right. Oh, look. This looks like a map. But it's not a map. It is Jimmy's plans to make his spaceship. It says, My Spaceship, drawn by Jimmy Zangwow. Here's the novel. That must be the starter. Here's the steering wheel. This must be the seat because it says, sit here. And then, oh, this is the moon pie holder. I wonder what that's for. And here's the rocket. Here is the milk catcher. And this is the emergency chute. It looks like it's just an umbrella. Oh, here's his bedroom. I see he has a globe hanging. And, oh, looks like a baseball, but it says the moon on it. So he's pretending that the baseball is the moon. He says, never abandon imagination. All right, here it goes. There's this picture of Jimmy in the kitchen with his mom. Isn't that a beautiful picture? One Tuesday afternoon, Jimmy Zangwow asked his mom, Can I please have some milk and a moon pie? Of course not, his mom replied. You'll ruin dinner. Now run outside and play. Aw, nuts, Jimmy muttered as he stomped out his back door and climbed aboard his secret project. I wish I could go to the moon and get my own moon pies, but this junk jumbly jalopy will never fly. With that, the jalopy shook. It rattled. It battled to get off the ground. Holy macaroni, Jimmy cried. He shut his eyes tight, and the jalopy rocketed up, and out of this world. When Jimmy opened his eyes, he was high above the earth. Wow, I've never been this far from home. And he wondered if he could find his way back in time for dinner. His stomach rumbled. Up ahead loomed the slumbering moon. Moon pies. Look how far away he is from home. He's going to the moon. You see the moon? When Jimmy was close enough to the great moon pie maker in the sky, he wrote to him and climbed out of his jalopy. Mr. Moon, can I please have some moon pies? Opening one eye, the old moon spoke. What? You want French fries? Don't have any. Moon pies, shouted Jimmy. Fruit flies? Never seen none. No, Mr. Moon. I would like some moon pies. Well, you don't have to yell, said the moon. I'm not hard of hearing, you know. Just a bit of cheese in my ears. Jimmy took a deep breath and started again. Mr. Moon, can I please have some moon pies? The moon gave Jimmy a long, thoughtful look. He has the rope to his jalopy. Oh, of course you can, he said, and gave Jimmy 1,000 moon pies. Gadzooks! A whole year's supply! But then Jimmy realized that he didn't bring the one thing, the only thing that goes with moon pies. Sure wish I had some milk. What's that? Milk? Replied the sleepish moon. No milk, not since the cow's gone. Cow? What cow? The cow, you know, that jumped over me. Used to fly by all the time, delivering milk. Delivering milk? Where? Jimmy asked. Milky Way, of course. The Grimble Grinder must have frightened her off. You had best watch out for that one. But Jimmy had already sped off, so he didn't hear the moon say, watch out for the Grimble Grinder. There goes Jimmy. In the Milky Way, Jimmy found gallons and quarts and pints of milk. He pulled out his net and was scooping up as much frosty, frothy stuff as he could when he heard the grumble. Rumble, grumble. Uh-oh. See, he's scooping up the milk in the Milky Way. There's the Grimble Grinder. Grumble, rumble. Grumble, rumble. The grumble was so loud that it flipped the jalopy and sent Jimmy, his milk, and all 1,000 moon pies tumbling straight down. To Mars, where Jimmy landed in a crowd of Marsmen. It is raining milk, they called out together. It is snowing moon pies. We want moon pies. Oh no, Jimmy sighed. How many of you are there? 999. 999? That only leaves one for me. But then he saw all those hungry little Marsmen eyes and knew there wasn't any other way. All right, I'll share. And the Martian milk and moon pie feast began. Martian milk and moon pie feast. But before anyone could even take a bite, they heard rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. All 999 Marsmen froze, and the ground shook as the sound bounded forward. Rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. Jumping June bugs! What in the world is that? Jimmy asked. It's the great Grimble Grinder, the Marsmen exclaimed. The big-bellied beastie roared and growled. Grumble, 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 rumble. He will eat us, cried Marsman 365. We're tasty little nuggets in his gigantic eyes. Eat us? Jimmy said. He can't do that. I'll miss my supper. He had to do something, but what? Look at all the Marsmen and Jimmy. There's the shadow of the Grimble Grinder. Rumble, grumble, grumble, rumble. Jimmy looked down at his hands. "If you gotta eat something," he said, "eat this." And he held out a bottle of milk and his very last moon pie. Grabbing the milk and moon pie, the Grimble Grinder gobbled up both and belched out loud, "Burp!" Excuse me. Then that giant monster smiled and spoke. "Thank you, thank you. That was just what I needed. I was so hungry for so long that my belly rumbled and grumbled and growled. When I tried to ask for food, it spoke louder than I did. It frightened everyone away." "You mean you don't want to eat us?" asked Jimmy. "Oh, goodness gracious, no. I just wanted a moon pie." Hearing this, the Marsmen cheered. "Zip, pip, caboodle! Zip, pip, caboodle! Jimmy Zangwow has saved the day! Zip, zip, caboodle!" But now Jimmy's stomach rumbled. He was starving. He looked at his watch. 6 past. I'm going to be late for dinner. And the jalopy was all crashed up and smashed. "I'll never get home in time now," groaned Jimmy. "Yes, you will. We will help you," said the Marsmen. 365. And just like that, the Marsmen gathered up all of the moon pie wrappers and stitched them together to make a giant moon pie wrapper balloon. "Now what?" Jimmy asked. "To make it work, we need hot air." His watch read 1/4 past. That must mean it's 15 minutes past 6. He's late for dinner. Look at all the moon pie wrappers. The Marsmen stitched them all together. 365 spoke up again. "I have an idea, Mr. Grimble, if you could." "No problem, but I'll need another moon pie," replied the Grimble. All 999 Marsmen shouted, "Take mine!" The Grimble Grinder gobbled up every single moon pie. Then he seized the balloon, opened his mouth wide, and burp! He burped so hard that the moon pies blew out of his ears and landed miles away. And before they knew it, the moon pie wrapper balloon was flying high. "I'll come back again soon," Jimmy promised as he soared over the crowd and waved goodbye to 999 Marsmen and the Grimble Grinder too. He flew through the Milky Way. He floated past old Mr. Moon. And he landed in his backyard just in time to hear his mom call, "Jimmy, dinner!" Jimmy was so hungry that he ate up every last bit, even though it was Brussels sprouts and noodle bean casserole. And when he was done, he got a moon pie for dessert. The end. I hope you enjoyed Jimmy Zangwow's Out of This World Moon Pie Adventure. Until next time, have a good evening.